Hi, Chris. This is Lisa. Thank you again for agreeing to watch this video and learning how your online presence is doing right now in comparison to your number one competitor. So I know as a business owner, all of this internet marketing stuff is very, very daunting, but we make it easy, and I'm going to give you 3 to 4 things very clearly to review and assess when looking at your website performance. Okay, so I'll dive right in. So this is your website. Obviously, I love your logo. It stands out. It matches contemporary electrical services, matches just like the font. It's very cool. So really good thinking with that. Your website was well done. It's very clean. It's crisp. It's very engaging. Good use of colors. Everything is working. So it's in that sense, it's great. So amazing job. I love it. So the first thing you want to pay attention to is content. So content is king. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. That means photos. That means words. It means anything showing value to the consumer, right? So you want it to be content rich and valuable, right? So Google ranks websites higher when you have a lot of valuable content, okay? So typically on average, you want to have 1,500 words on your homepage. This is, like I said, it's average. It depends on what the competition is doing, right? So I did a quick search. You have about 301 words. Obviously you can elaborate on that, and we help you do it in the correct format so Google recognizes your content as valuable. So, like I said, on average, so it depends on what your competition is doing. Also, it includes these photos. So you want photos to be saved as keywords. So keywords are just your service plus a city that you are targeting. It could be one city, it could be multiple cities and states. So this is saved as contemporary electrical services. Obviously, it's your name. Leaders in electrical contracting. So yes, that's not a buyer intent keyword. Like I said, you want something like Ruston, electrician in Ruston, Virginia, electrical services, Arlington, that kind of thing. Those are buyer intent keywords, meaning people are actively looking for your services in those areas that you currently work in. Now, I just quickly, Googled Ruston electrician. So you see, these ads essentially, basically another way Google can make money off of you. It's newer, so people don't really like paid ads most of the time. They just don't trust paid ads because you guys are paying to run those, right? So most people pick their services by the Google Map Pack or being in this section. So being in this Google Map Pack is the second thing I want to, point out to you and emphasize, because 25 to 35% of people will choose a company based on this location. So how to get into this spot, right? Great question. So you have to have enough more citations than these competitors, and citations are just your business name, address, and phone number on online directories such as Yelp, as Facebook. There's specifically niche down, citations. So we have software that runs citations. You just have to beat them out, right? So if they have 150, we add 100 more. So that's the number one big aspect. Number two aspect is Google reviews. So Google reviews, you need to keep on top of those. 2 to 5 a month. They need to be, real reviews. Google is very smart these days. And you need to start posting in your Google My Business page. So at least once a week, you got to stay active. So it's all about being consistent. And that's the hard part, that, businesses have a hard time doing that. They just don't have time. So we help businesses get into this section. As you scroll down, this is what we call the organic, or what naturally comes up in Google. So Yelp, directory or citation, it has the first spot. Number 2 is Kolb Electric. So they are a big company, so their back page is ranking. So I'll show you how your website is doing versus theirs. So this is Ahrefs. This is our analytics software that we can view any website on the back end. So the third thing you need to pay attention to, especially if you want to be on the first page of Google, is referring domains and backlinks. Think of a referring domain as a high-power, high-credible website linking back to your website. You're basically telling Google you're credible, they're giving you a boost, they're voting for you essentially that you are respectable and credible in the industry that you work in. Now, not all backlinks are created equal. You don't want any spammy ones. You don't want anything that is not relevant to your industry. It will actually bring your website down. So also, it's quality over quantity. So a lot of times I come across websites that have 100 referring domains, but they're very poor quality. So they have very, very little power. So UR and DR is URL rating and DR rating. So basically the credibility and the power and the quality of your backlinks for the UR and the referring domains DR. You want this to be a 1-to-1 or close as possible. 24 and 10 is okay. I've seen much, much worse, but it's average, right? You have 126 keywords driving 81 people to your website a month. People coming to your website. You don't want to drive traffic to your website. Traffic is just people looking and reading your website. You want buyer intent people, so that will make you money, right? They're buyer intent. They need your services now, So traffic, that's a good indication. I don't know how many people you're closing in terms of paid customers, but we can take a quick look at your keywords, like I was mentioning earlier. So you want to have the service and the city. So these are all national keywords. There's this service, your branded name. Nope. So you don't have any. Okay, so electrician, Western Virginia. So 50 people search this a month. You're 30th place, so you're on the 4th page. So you went down 6 spots over the past couple of weeks. And that is it. It looks like you only have one keyword. So this is why you may not be you're not getting traffic that are actually buyer intent. You have a lot of other keywords, but nothing that's actually going to give you any paying customers. So this is the #1 Root Electric. So obviously you see clear differentiations. They have 296 referring domains, 1,930 backlinks. No wonder they're on the first page of Google. So essentially what we do is we go into their referring domains. We pick out the ones that are the very best, the most powerful, most beneficial for your site. We apply them to your site a couple of times. We give like 5 to 10 a month. It has to be organic. It has to be, Google has to know that it's natural. If it's unnatural, they'll keep your site down. So, we have to play by Google's rules. Same thing with the backlinks. We add the very best ones, the most powerful ones, and then we add more. Of course, we want to beat them out. They have 3,400 keywords. That's driving 1,500 people to their website a month. I mean, again, you have 81. And I don't know if they're buyer intent. It doesn't seem like it because you only have one keyword. But they have 1,500 people. That's a lot of money they're making. So right off the bat, electricians, Northern Virginia, 300 people search this a month. They're #2. So 300 people are searching this a month. This is definitely a keyword that needs to be in your website. Electrician, Woodbridge, Virginia, 200 people search this a month. They're #1. Electrician, Alexandria, 150 people search this a month. They're #2. So obviously, electricians do very, very well here. And being in the #1 slot, especially in this whole entire area, Maryland, Northern Virginia, DC, is extremely lucrative. Okay, so these are major keywords that are missing in your website. I'm not quite sure if you had your content and content done. I know that your website is done very nicely. It looks great, but you can have a beautiful website, but if it's not on the first page, you're not being seen. 75 to 80% of people don't even go past the first page. So you're not being seen at all. So you basically have a beautiful website on Mars, right? Because no one can see it. So electricians, Alexandria, Virginia, 150 people search that month. They're #3. So I mean, you get the picture. These are all the keywords you're missing. Like I said, I don't know who wrote your content and did your website, but there's companies that do design websites, and there's people that optimize websites and rank them. So my company does all of that, because there's no point in making a website that doesn't rank. That's just not fair to the client. So we always package that together. So all you need is a revamp of your content, and then some SEO, which is ranking of your website each month. So you have a great website, it's beautiful, but like, let's rank it and get you paying clients, right? So I hope this brought you a lot of value, and I hope that you learned a lot. This is my company. We do all the things, right? We do website builds, SEO, Google Map Pack, pay per qualified lead, which is 100% performance based. So we bring a lot of value, and I'm all about building other people's businesses. So I would love to hear from you and hear your feedback on this video. And I would love to just hear from you and see how your goals can be reached and how I can help you, really. So again, here's my information, my phone number, my email, my website. Yes, I got my master's in executive healthcare administration, but ended up really not liking working in the healthcare executive field. There's way too many issues with our healthcare system, as most people know, and that's something that is at the core government issue, government problem, and I was too frustrated to work in that situation. But, those managerial skills help me in this and help other business owners. So I hope that, again, I hear from you soon. I'll follow up with you next week. I hope you have a great weekend and a great day. Bye-bye.